is no longer fighting the release of the Epstein files. But that doesn't mean he's happy about it. Trump threw his support behind a congressional effort to release all the files tied to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein after it became clear that he could not halt its momentum and that he risked suffering an embarrassing blow on the House floor. People familiar with the matter told CNN. The stark reality, which was conveyed to Trump by allies and advisors in recent days, drove the president's abrupt reversal Sunday evening and his comments Monday that he'll sign the measure if it comes to his desk. It's a decision he came to reluctantly, but one that is now likely to clear the way for the measure's overwhelming passage in the House on Tuesday and for the Senate to take it up after that. "Sure, I would," Trump said from the Oval Office on Monday when asked whether he'd sign the measure. It was a rare moment of retreat for a president who has made a habit of bending Washington to his will since returning to office. And it came after the White House privately tried and failed last week to pressure a handful of Republican lawmakers to abandon their support for the measure, and days after Trump attacked those defectors as soft and foolish. "The Democrats are trying to bring up the Jeffrey Epstein hoax again," the president wrote in one post on Truth Social. "Only a very bad or stupid Republicans would fall into that trap." Trump remains personally frustrated by the continuing focus on the Epstein files. The people familiar with the matter said, viewing them as a distraction from his agenda that Democrats have since co-opted as fodder for political attacks. The president resents being tied to Epstein, who he has said he cut ties with well before Epstein was charged with any crimes, and has been irritated at the central role some of his close allies have played in the campaign for the files, those people said. Just 48 hours before flipping his stance on the Epstein files, Trump attacked Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene in bitterly personal terms over her strident support for the House measure, withdrawing his endorsement and labeling the Georgia Republican a traitor. Still, Trump ultimately shifted his own position after advisors and allies convinced him that the House measure's passage was inevitable, despite his best efforts, and that fighting it was only fueling more attention. Now, in what one of the people familiar with the matter characterized as a tactical move, Trump and his allies are hoping that backing the speedy passage of the measure will allow Republicans to move past the issue more quickly and give the administration an opening to refocus attention on policy efforts that Trump has complained are going ignored. "We'll just get this done and move it on," House Speaker Mike Johnson said on Fox News Sunday over the weekend. President Donald Trump has again promised a
Johnson
far
on Monday
better and far less expensive alternative
after
the
months
Affordable
of
Care
siding
Act.
with Trump against
And
it.
Republicans are
Citing
rushing
new optimism
again
that the Senate will
to
be able to
deliver
correct
some of his concerns
For
over its
weeks
language.
throughout the longest
Trump
government
has
shutdown
since
in
adopted
history,
that attitude.
Trump avoided
encouraging
negotiating with
Republicans on
Democrats
Monday
on
to
the
shift their
healthcare
focus
focus
to
to
areas
fueling
that
their
are viewed
standoff.
as far more
Now,
crucial to
lawmakers
next
on
year's
both
midterm
sides of the
election.